Mata with a corner, trying to find someone in the middle, but doesn't. And Bolo comes out and finds Zakaria in the middle, goes for goal, shoots just wide. 17 minutes gone, 0-0. Mata again, just before half-time, free kick. Marin's there, straight at Smithies. This first half, all Newcastle, 10 shots to their 2. Breaking the deadlock should be coming to us sooner rather than later. They go long, Zahore flicks that ball on, but to absolutely nobody, and we do get it under control. Zagadou now over the top to Fetiarp. He's in on the last man. Lovely ball. Fetiarp's through. Fetiarp scores. You do not give that man that much space. Fetiarp's 4th goal of the season. Good assist by our ball playing defender Zagadou, and no one presses him. He looks up. He finds that lovely over the top ball to Fetiarp. Great control, and he puts that past Smithies. Cardiff 0, Newcastle 1. 15 minutes to go, and it looks like it's going to be a Cardiff attack. Danny Drinkwater over the top, but Damari Gray cuts that ball out, but only to Danny Drinkwater. Harrison in on goal. He breaks that tackle, goes for goal, and Harrison again on the follow-up, and it's 1 apiece. He broke through a tackle with Jamal Lascelles, and Rakitic had a good save, but it fell straight back to him. Damari Gray's poor pass into the middle was cut out by Danny Drinkwater, and he just rode that tackle by Lascelles. Good first save, nearly got to the second, but it's 1 apiece. Mata on the edge. Can he go for goal? He can, but blocked by the wall, and it falls to Damari Gray, and he fires that one past Smithies. It's 2-1 to Newcastle. We've come back into this straight after they've scored. Mata is a little bit too close, but he went for it anyway. If it was on target, it's in. Quickly gets that ball to Damari Gray, and he fires it past Smithies. 2-1 to Newcastle. Sells with the ball at his feet, and he finds Mata into Dennis Zakaria, out to Zagadou. Now a little bit of time and space. He goes over the top again, trying to find Fetiarp, but doesn't get anywhere. And they go over to this right-hand side. Kraft, but David Neres with a good tackle. He steals in, and he goes on the counter-attack. Finds Fetiarp, lovely first touch. Out of his feet, goes for goal, and this time he finishes off the game. 2 for Fetiarp, 3 for Newcastle. 3 points as well. Good way to finish off the game. David Neres with a lovely tackle down that left-hand side. He then finds a lovely ball over the top to Fetiarp, takes it under control, and he just slots that past Smithies. 3-1 Newcastle. And there we have it. Full-time whistle goes. Cardiff 1, Newcastle 3. Good win for us. Fetiarp on an 8.8. 2 goals and an assist for him. That's it. The only highlight of today's episode. We now go up against the might of Juventus at St James's Park. And Swansea also come to St James's Park in the league. A good win against Cardiff. Leaves us 5th in the league, 7 points behind runaway leaders at the minute, Liverpool on 18 points. United behind them 3 points, and they're in 2nd. City in 3rd, 14 points. Leicester 4th in 3rd with 13 points. Chelsea do have a game. Chelsea and Brighton have a game in hand. They both win those, unless it's against each other. They jump above us into 5th and 4th, respectively. So we could drop out of the European places. Very, very tough league situation so far this season. City and Liverpool, the only ones that have gone unbeaten at the minute. And Liverpool, 100% record. So, yeah, and we play them in a couple of weeks' time. So that'll be interesting to see how we get on against Liverpool away from home. Today is all about black and white teams. So we play Juventus first in the Champions League, first Champions League game this series, and then we play Swansea a few days later in the league. They see themselves 17th, but they are back in the Premier League, which is good to see. Fan of Swansea when they were in the league in real life, so good to see them back in the big time. This is going to be the team and the formation that we're going with against Juventus. Rakitic in goal, Dodo, Lascelles, Zagadou and Robertson are the back 5. Always the back 5. Changed a few of the roles in the attacking situation though. Barella is now a deep line playmaker on defend, with Lima or Zakaria are as a box-to-box midfielder on support. Marin and Mbolo stay as wingers on either side. Mata, instead of an attacking midfielder, is now an advanced playmaker. And then Fetiarp, instead of a complete forward, he's now an advanced forward. I want him to be all over that defence of Juventus. Rodriguez, Bastoni, Shelby, Zakaria, Neves, Maddison and Piatek all on the bench if we need them to come on and do some kind of damage. But let's go and see what Juventus are bringing to St James's Park. With a 4-2-3-1 themselves, they've got Szczesny in goal, Cancelo, Rugani, Bonucci and Azpilicueta the back line. Pjanic and Rakitic in the middle of midfield. And now Bernardeschi on the right, Cristiano Ronaldo on the left, Dybala in behind Moise Kean. And then on the bench, Vargas, Borja Mayoral, Matuidi, So they've got a couple of players there that they can bring on. I'm just going to say to the guys, come on lads, show me what you can do, and then follow that up with passionately saying, I think there's more to come from you. Go out there and you've completely got what it takes to take these boys on. Let's go. Black and white shirts versus, well, a grey shirt, but usually black and white. And we get the game underway. It's going to be a very, very tight affair. We're the early kickoff in our group, and then Valencia play Celtic later on this evening. And first highlight goes to them. Pjanic into Bonucci, and he makes it 1-0. 11 minutes gone. A very even game so far with the shots and stuff, but Bonucci powering ahead in past Rakitic, and it's Juve 1, Newcastle 0. He just jumps ahead of I think it's Robertson at the near post, and it's 1-0 Juve. Pjanic with the ball in the middle of the park into Dybala, out to Rakitic, into a good little triangle there. Dybala, Rakitic, and Pjanic. Cristiano Ronaldo over the top to Moise Kean, and we kind of get it clear. Lascelles literally just puts it into Moise Kean's path. We've dominated really, but we've been done by two really, really good goals from Juve. One, we shouldn't really be doing this kind of mistake. Lascelles, he just heads it to Zagadou, to Moise Kean, and he just volleys that home. Newcastle 0, Juve 2. Robertson into Juan Mata. He's been brought down on the edge. He's going to go and have a look at VAR. It could go either way, either a penalty or a free kick. It is a penalty, and Juan Mata will take it to half the deficit with half an hour gone in this game. Juan Mata against Wojciech Szczesny. Can he score? Yes, he can. Goes right down the middle. Puts us back into this game. 4th goal of the season for Juan Mata, and it's 2-1. That's half time, and as you can see, we've probably had more of the game, to be brutally honest, but a goal from a corner and a mistake put them 2-1 up. Juan Mata from the penalty spot. Going to get into the dressing room and just say, we've been the better team here. Keep doing what you're doing and we'll get back into this game. I actually think we are the better team with the shots on goal and the possession as well. Let's go out there and see if we can make a shock in this second half. Dodo, literally 5 minutes into the second half, going down that right-hand side, finds a ball into Fetiarp. Mata, Marin's there. Oh, he shoots just wide. Antonio Marin, in that situation, normally you'd at least get it on target, but just wide. Cristiano being brought down. It's a push. He's going to VAR again. It's one of those, a little bit like Matters on the edge. Can I go either way, either a penalty or a free kick? And it's just outside the box. It's a free kick, but it's a dangerous position for a team like Juve. It's going to be Pjanic who's going to take this ball, whip that ball in, and it's just over. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Still 2-1 Juve. Pjanic with the ball in the middle of the park finds Cristiano Ronaldo on this right-hand side, and João Cancelo trying to get the ball to him, but David Neres come on off the bench for Brilliant Bolo and taking the ball off him. Lovely ball over the top to Dodo. In the box is Piatek. Can he score? No. Falls to Marin, but a good tackle by Azpilicueta. Lamar out to Robertson. Can he get a cross in? Goes into Lamar again. Very, very good ball into the middle of the box. Marin now finds Lamar, and we go again. Now David Neres into Marin. Can he go over the top? Yes, he can. Robertson into the box, but it's too close to Chesney. Piatek is there to equalise and put us 2 apiece. 3rd goal of the season for Christoph Piatek. He's come off the bench a couple of times and scored some vital goals. That could be another one. Marin now into the middle, and he whips that ball over to Robertson, and he just whips that ball in. Chesney just palms it away straight to Piatek's feet. Newcastle 2, Juve 2. Marin, last kick of the game, tries to find someone in the middle, and Zagadou can only knock it wide, and I think that's going to be it. Newcastle 2, Juve 2. Good draw for us, really, to be fair. They're probably going to be well and truly in the lead of the group, but a good draw for us to start the Champions League group stages. Our next game is away at Valencia, so that'll be an interesting one as well. But actually, with the shots on goal, dominated that game. Christoph Piatek coming off the bench and scoring that vital equaliser. We now go a couple of days on, and Swansea in the league. Here we go then, second game against Swansea. A few changes made, just so I feel that I need to just freshen things up against Swansea. Just a couple of players didn't play particularly well over the last couple of games. So, Rakitic in goal. Dodo. Bastoni comes in for Lascelles after that horror error against Real Madrid. Zagadou and Rodriguez comes in for a little bit of game time. He's not feeling. He's not had that much, so we're going to get him some game time. Brello and Lema stay in the middle of midfield. Gray and Neres come in for Marin and Embolo. Again, the wings didn't play particularly well against Madrid. Mata in behind Fetiarp on the bench. Robertson, Aya, Shelby, Zakaria, Marin, Madison and Piatek. Let's go and get 3 points against Swansea. Gray driving inside. Lovely ball over the top to David Neres. Can he get a ball? And he can. Fetty up to the back post and doesn't get the ball on target, but attacking intent from Newcastle from minute 1. Corner. Cresswell's going to get that ball into McBurney at the far post, and they don't get it in. It's blocked off the line, blocked by the post, and we just managed to keep it out. 0-0 still. Mata nips in there, and he's got Neres behind him, and now Neres comes inside, being tackled by the Swansea man, but Rodriguez on the overlap, trying to find Fetty up. Lima out into Demarai Gray, and Demarai Gray scores like he did against Cardiff. He scored against Swansea, breaks the deadlock. Newcastle 1, Swansea 0. Fair tackled Neres there. Rodriguez whips that ball in, trying to find Fetty up, but doesn't. We then get it to Demarai Gray, and he fires it in with his left foot. 1-0 Newcastle. Barrella's just going to dink this ball in. No, he's going to go back to Rodriguez. Now Barella again. Not entirely sure why he didn't just cross that ball in. Lima out to David Neres. He's got the turn on the man. Into Demarai Gray again, and he scored a second. Brought him in for Breland Bolo, and he's repaying that faith. Half an hour gone. Newcastle 2, Swansea 0. Rodriguez, lovely ball down the line to Lamar. Then he finds David Neres, who turns on a sixpence and drives down that left-hand side. Lovely ball in, and Demarai Gray steals in on that right-hand side. 2-0 to him, 2-0 to Newcastle. Highlight after that hour goal, though, and Fofana, who's back at St James's Park for the first time since we sold him, into there, and going over to Casey Palmer, I think that is, on that right-hand side, into Danilo, into Sekou Fofana, McBurney, back to Fofana, good play here from Swansea, into Jordan Ayew, and we do manage to press him and push him back, and McBurney into Ayew again. He's got a little bit of time and space and shoots just over, doesn't trouble Rakitic. Bastoni's come in for Lascelles today, played really well so far, into his Italian counterpart Barea. Now, Demarai Gray, he's on fire today. Down the line to Dodo. Finds a ball over to David Neres. Cuts in there and he shoots just wide. It's unlucky from David Neres taking the ball on and hitting it first time. Cresswell whipping this ball into the back post, but Demarai Gray is there again. He's everywhere today. And now Fetty can launch a counter-attack. Finds Demarai Gray. He's got 3 people over. Can he find Fetty in the middle? Yes, he can. And that's a goal, 2 goals and an assist for Demarai Gray. And Fetty 6th goal of the season. Lovely counter-attacking move from their free kick. Fetty starts it. He finds Demarai Gray. It's a really, really long 1-2 from Gray and Arp, and then Gray just drills that ball in. Fetty there. He's not going to miss from 6 yards out. 3-0 to Newcastle. 5 minutes before half-time, and Dodo tries to find Mata but doesn't. He finds Danilo, McBurney down the line, but Dodo does cut that ball out. Juan Mata into Lima. Lima now turns on the ball but then goes back out to David Neres. He's got the beating of the man. Goes for a cross, but Emiliano Martinez gathers that pretty comfortably, and there was no one really in there for Newcastle. They go from the back, and now Palmer down the other end into our final third. No one really coming out and blocking him at all, but the shot's tamed straight at Rakitic. Barella going to get that ball in, goes for goal. Zagadu's there, and that's a great double save from Martinez, but Alessandro Bastoni is there to nod home his first goal for the club since he joined. And yeah, let's see this double save from Martinez. Absolutely brilliant. Great first save there. Zagadou then, good second save, and then Bastoni just heads it over the top of the goalkeeper. 4-0 before half-time. Looks like 3 points coming to the Geordies. Cresswell with a corner. It's all going this one, and it looks like Zagadou's pushed. I think it was fair, and he's awarded a penalty. It's gonna be McBurney to step up just before the hour mark. Goes for goal, sends Rakitic the wrong way. They get one back. Newcastle 4, Swansea 1. Madison with the ball at his feet. Can he find a black and white shirt? Yeah, Lima now. Back to Zagadou, and now Zagadou's going to bring the ball forward. Finds Rodriguez, who's played 90 minutes today, been really good for us. And Neres whips that ball in, but Johnny Evans clears, and Danilo mops up, and there we have it. Full-time whistle's gone. Newcastle 4, Swansea 1. We did the damage in the first half. Demarai Gray with a brace and an assist. Fetty with a goal, and Alessandro Bastoni gets off the mark for the club as well. And Demarai Gray on a 9.4. Breland Bolo probably will be a long time before he gets his place back in the squad. So this is how the league looks after all of the games being played this weekend, and we see ourselves stay in 5th, 2 points behind Leicester, who beat Tottenham this weekend 2-0. And yeah, we're a massive 7 points off still Liverpool. We play them next. Yes, we play them next. We're going to play Liverpool away and Valencia away in the Champions League. That'll be tomorrow's episode at 12 o'clock. Going to be a big one. Can we be the team that beats Liverpool for the first time this season? So a good episode today. We got off the mark in the Champions League against a very good Juventus side. Against the Juventus side that's probably going to dominate that group once they get into the swing of it anyway. And a really good 4-1 win keeps us in the fight for the top 4, which is what we're going to be after this season, what the board want. Another Champions League finish with, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can do it. But that is it for this episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do drop it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss any more content. Remember, tick the little bell icon so you're notified every time a video goes live. And until next time, tomorrow, Liverpool, Valencia. Can we be the team that beats Liverpool for the first time this season? You'll have to find out. See you soon.